Welcome back to PlayStation Corner. My name is Alex and today the Star Wars sale, it is here celebrating May the 4th. So let's take a look at every Star Wars sale on offer right now across PSN stores for the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. So with that luck, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family and let's get started. So first up, Star Wars Squadrons was a game that for me just delivered absolutely everything I wanted from a flight sim set within the universe. You know, epic scale battles, intimidating opponents, single player and online play. EA here, I just got to give it to them. Look, they did good with this one and they delivered what so many fans have wanted, bringing back something almost in line with the Rogue Squadron series. Hopefully for the series now it's onwards and upwards, so I hope we get to see a sequel, and this is a fantastic deal with 50% off, and it also marks a new all-time low. If you do have an EA Play subscription as well, this one is completely free. Star Wars Bounty Hunter then, and here you'll find yourself taking on the role of Jango Fett, the galaxy's most dangerous bounty hunter. What this basically translates to is a third-person action, almost platformer, think with a jetpack thrown in. It's not aged perfectly, the graphics, the controls, but this one it is still fun, but I do intend now to go back to it myself and just kind of throw out my favourite Mandalorian quotes as I shoot down my foes. 50% off, it matches the all-time low, and this one is also free if you are a PS Now member. Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, and I've not played it. One thing I never did pick up was a VR headset for the PlayStation. This game makes me want one, but I'm still kind of holding out for that PS5 upgrade. Reviews that I can find though, they seem to average right around the 6 to 7 out of 10 mark. But it's, you know, Star Wars in 3D and Darth Vader standing in front of you while you swing a lightsaber around. I don't care what the reviews say in that case, I need to just check it out for myself. Another new all-time low here though with 50% off. Race fans then, let's take a look at your two options. So first we've got Episode 1 Race, so it's rocking 40% off. It's a fantastic game, it puts you into Episode 1, allows you to choose from a ton of pod racers, customize that pod and travel from planet to planet competing. Not a complicated racer for sure, arcade through and through, but it's just lost none of its speed over the years, none of its charm, and I return to this one frequently. Star Wars Racer Revenge then is the direct sequel, it's rocking 50% off as well. Not as good as the original though for me, I will put that out there. I don't have as much nostalgia for this one. Again, it is still great fun, still incredibly fast. The issue I've got though, it's kind of pushing its focus towards more taking out your opponents during the race, and that kind of feels almost forced on you. I'd say choose Episode 1 Racer over this one first, but it is still super cheap and it kind of makes for an interesting contrast to that original game if you do pick both up. This one though, it is at least included with PS Now if you are a member. Battlefront 2 then is here with 70% off, not quite a new all-time low price, but it is free if you have an EA Play subscription. Initially, loads of hate for this one for the microtransactions, the game removed them, but still included these loot boxes to kind of unlock things, and it just almost adds a whole lot of luck to your chances of victory. I've sunk a fair few hours into this one personally, and visually it's a beautiful looking game, but it will never shake the negativity towards it. And honestly, like if I'm being honest, I had some fun with it. I don't think it's quite the 1.5 Metacritic score it received from the user base online, but it's still not a particularly amazing game either. With that, let's just kind of move on. So I'm going to grab Star Wars Jedi Starfighter then, and I know I played this one, just don't remember a whole lot much about it honestly. Checking it out again though, in the lead up to this video, you can use the Force with your Starfighter, it got solid reviews, and I do tend to enjoy the aerial combat entries in this universe. I'm just not expecting it now to be a top tier like experience. 50% off though makes it, like most of today's games, super budget, and it is again included for PS Now members. Alright, so Jedi Knight time, and starting with Jedi Knight Jedi Academy with 40% off. This offers both single player and multiplayer. It's good stuff as you take on the role of a new trainee under the guidance of the legend that is Luke Skywalker. Where this one excels though, it's the online multiplayer with 16 player matches, offering the likes of free-for-all battles and capture the flag. The lightsaber battles, they're great fun though, and this HD remaster kind of offers the bare minimum honestly, but it's still enough because this game is a classic and it is a pleasure to revisit. Then Jedi Knight Jedi Outcast. This one hasn't aged quite as well. It's a great game still, great story, you just kind of need to push through the opening couple of hours. which is basically a dated first-person shooter, lots of corridors and stuff like that. Get past that though and you're into third-person lightsaber battles, and the story's great. As I said, you're following Kyle Katarn, an agent of the New Republic, who is investigating what should be an abandoned location. 24 missions, 4 bosses. It's worth pushing through the opening, and here that 40% off, it definitely makes it a little bit easier to cope with. Alright, so on to the final 3 games, and we're starting with a retro one. Super Star Wars, fantastic game. It's designed to make people cry though, thanks to its difficulty curve. It basically starts brutal and gets worse from there. I still own it on my SNES, but I finally grabbed it on the PlayStation with this 50% off. Of course, I got my ass handed to me on the first stage, but this title still absolutely deserves this release, and it's a nice enough port where the visuals look solid. They've added this nice retro border, but most importantly, they've added leaderboards, save states, an absolute godsend, trophies, and then controller options. This one, it's also free if you do have PS Now. Our penultimate game of the video then, that is LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. It's the usual LEGO affair, meaning, you know, one big collectathon, but they still have some great jokes and cutscenes in here, and just a ton of memorable moments from the movie. There's also just a huge cast of playable characters. It's definitely not going to turn you around to the LEGO games if you don't like them. It's very much more of the same, but it's a new all-time low here with 75% off, which you just really can't knock. So our final game of the week then, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and this was EA finally doing good with the license, offering a single player ride that just cut the loot boxes, it cut the microtransactions, and it actually aimed to deliver us a complete game, and they absolutely succeeded. This game shows, with the right intentions, what they can do. An incredible looking game. The lightsaber battles are probably the best they've ever been, and the world is just huge as you sip all over the place in a like Uncharted kind of fashion. Follow this Padawan though and master the ways of the Jedi with the Empire on your tail. Everything about this game screams AAA, but in the best possible way, and I can't wait to see what they do next. The other reason though I do mention this one, yes, it is 66% off, a new all-time low, or you can even grab it for free with EA Play, but there is a PS5 patch that has been announced. It is in the works already. It's expected sometime in the summer, so basically that's going to be completely free. It's a free upgrade, so if you jump on this one, you're getting essentially a PS5 game for super cheap, and this game looks amazing already, so I can't wait to see what they bring to the table next to bring it somewhat into next gen. And that's it, that's all the current Star Wars deals live right now. Hopefully we do see a few more others drop during the May the 4th celebrations, but this is still a pretty large chunk of what's on the PSN stores anyway. And I also think there's a few good excuses in here to go spend some cash. Will you be adding any of these to the library though, or are you keeping that credit card safely tucked away? With that then, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.